rubber on the model room welcomes all. Thanks for stopping by, answering the call. Ups and downs are normal for some of us. Many days I beg to get off this life bus. Neon lights flicker, my shadow on the wall. Dreams on the ceiling, we run and then we fall. Sharing stories over paper cups. Wheels keep turning but never enough. Life's a ride on a rickety old track. Holding on tight, never looking back. In the rubber and model room we couldn't fight. Laugh, cry, love in this crazy ride. Dusty postcards from the edge of nowhere. Heartbeats echo in the electric air. We dance on tables without to wait. Cry in the rubber and model room, we're all high.
Hi. Good. Well, it's morning time now. It's 12 a.m. It is now October 28th. See, date change, new day. Sheila's still here, though. How are y'all? So I have something tonight. I'm a little embarrassed. Yeah, but it is what it is. We don't know these things. We find out things later on. And then we have to stop ourselves and say, whoa. So, Ava, hi. Thank you for being here, hon. Nice to see you. And Cindy, always in the house. Yeah, so, and whoever else is in the background, they're watching, they're out there. So tonight I'm going to bring you Mr. Crafty Pants. Mr. Crafty Pants does, he does Cricut DIY stuff. Cricut, like the little Cricut machines that you do like make your t-shirt designs in, or I used it for I used some of his designs actually for I have a machine that does embroidery, and they're like SVG. There's certain types of files you have to buy to put into your embroidery machine in order to embroider these certain designs. And then there's these SVGs that, if you know anything about print, that, you know, to get the print to make the design. Anyways, he was very, very well known for his design. He had very, very huge amount of followers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just play a little thing in the background while I read y'all a little bit of information. Michael David Booth. He is a YouTuber. He's known as Mr. Crafty Pants. He was arrested in Kentucky in October, just a few days ago. He is arrested on multiple charges related to SA material. SA material. So this is a little triggering. So with that, I will jump up. As in the warning in the intro you've seen. So he does do things, and he does have children on his site. I have chosen to black out the children's pages. This is one of the designs I ordered. Coffee makes me murdery. Or less murdery, sorry. But anyways, Booth's on his name. Anyways, his name is Michael Booth, Michael David Booth. And that is his information right there. Like I said, we're just going to let that scroll while I give y'all a little bit of info. It's okay, Eva. You can spell it any way you want to. His online persona was centered around creating arts and craft tutorials, primarily using smart cutting machines. He had a large following, including nearly 600,000 subscribers. Here. I don't know how to make it keep playing, so I guess I have to add it back and forth. I don't know. New to me. The arrest followed an investigation that began when a social media app flagged his account for suspicious activity. The charges are related to the possession and distribution of material depicting SA of minors. Arrest report stated that Booth possessed and shared multiple explicit messages and videos of children through a messaging app called Kik. And like I said, you see there are children on his craft page, which really irked me. He was arrested in Kentucky on Wednesday, October 22nd. After an investigation about his Kik, it was flagged for suspicious activities. He's allegedly shared at least 6 alleged explicit images of minors, including some who were under 12. They allege they were distributed more than 15 times between August 4th and August 7th, 2025. Following his arraignment, Booth's bond was set at $150,000 if he's released to be placed on home detention and barred from using the internet. I do have his hearing. We will watch that real quick. According to court records, his charges are possession of SA material, and this both faces multiple counts of possessing illegal images and videos depicting sexual performances of a minor. Also, another charge is distribution of sexual SA material. Booth also faces numerous counts of distributing or sharing these materials with other. Includes 10 counts of distributing images of children under 12. There's also 15 counts related to distributing images of children over 12 but under 18. Yeah. So this was his Instagram. Let's see. Let's share this. Let's see. Let's take this down and share this. Add to stage. So this was his Instagram, or it still is. It's still out there. I'm surprised they haven't blocked it or taken it down. It says he's a digital creator, 592,000 subscribers. DIY meets OMG. And, honestly, he's pretty damn crafty. He made some neat shit. I wasn't subscribed, but yes, I have watched his videos. Never would I have ever thought anything like this. I mean, how cute. Look, how cute is this? I mean, this was another one. Spend all your money on craft supplies. I felt that one. It was to my heart. I was like, oh, yep. I spent no food left because you go in my craft room and my craft room is full. My craft room is full. I love that's my other go-to thing. So, let's see. Here is the just the basic information. It's only 2 minutes long.
Man known for his online.
Let's see. I know, right, Cindy? Right? Will it ever stop? I mean, it's just. Oops, wrong button, Sheila. Wrong button. Meant to click this one. All right. Paste. I'm not going to pin it, but it is there in chat if anybody would like to come up. Yeah, it's just like it doesn't stop. I mean, it just keeps happening. It's out there. This is a little news blurb. They're a little more professional than me.
Crafting videos is now facing child porn charges.
WDRB Stefan Johnson is live at Metro Corrections where the suspect is being held. Stefan?
Well, right now behind me, Michael Booth is locked up, as you said, here at Metro Corrections on child porn charges. The 39-year-old social media influencer is also banned from the internet and contact with minors.
My heart dropped. I felt sick to my stomach.
Neighbors in this quiet Prospect subdivision say it started with an unusual sight at a neighbor's home.
So we walked out our front door on Wednesday to a very heavy police presence. There were several police cars.
Just a small little community. Nothing to see here. It's just a normal day. And your neighbor's house, who you thought was completely normal, is now surrounded by cop cars.
LMPD cars, and a lot of unmarked vehicles.
Police spent hours at the home of 39-year-old Michael Booth, known online as Mr. Crafty Pants, a YouTuber who shares DIY projects and family-friendly crafts. But investigators say behind the social media smiles, Mr. Crafty Pants was sharing something far more sinister.
It was gut-wrenching and eye-opening.
Doorbell video shows Louisville Metro Police at Booth's home on River Beauty Loop in Norton Commons.
The neighbors started Googling, figuring out, looking up arrest records, and
See what them neighbors did there? See, there's Miss Kravitz in their neighborhood. See, I bet you she's peeking beyond them little mini blinds right there. I'm telling you, we have to watch out for one another. I mean, their little online snoothing. That's a cross between snooping and sleuthing. It's now called snoothing. I made a new word, y'all. So, she was snooping and sleuthing. She was snoothing. Okay. Yeah. So, sorry. Wow. Okay, Sheila. They were trying to be nosy. They were snooping around. They wanted to see what their neighbor got arrested for. And to their shock and horror, it's this. I'd be like, excuse me? Thank you, Cindy. Sleuthing.
Found the arrest record online.
According to court documents, a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children led police to Booth's Kick account, where they say he distributed explicit images of minors.
I think it definitely hits a note that it is happening here in the neighborhood.
Outside his home, a Halloween sign reads, quote, "I smell children."
Excuse me. Excuse me. And by the way, that is in his little DIY thing over here on Instagram that I could easily pull up and show y'all his little DIY. Hello? Excuse me. I smell children? Sir, how disgusting.
Sir, were you able to see your charges? Okay, they're rather lengthy.
In court Thursday morning, Booth faced a judge on nearly 30 counts of child pornography.
Right now, due to the allegations, there's no internet or social media due to the danger involved with that.
Neighbors say it's a shocking reminder that appearances can be deceiving.
That's the scary part is, you feel like you know your neighbors, and then what goes on behind closed doors, I guess we never know. But like I said, it's sickening, it's disgusting, and I'm glad that he got caught for it.
And right now, Booth remains locked up here at Metro Corrections on a $100,000 full cash bond. Right now, he's scheduled to be back in court this time next week.
All right, Stefan Johnson, thank you for your
Total insanity. Total nuts. What is wrong with people? What even possesses them? I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. I really don't. I really don't. So the next thing I'm going to move on to tonight is a subject I've avoided. I'm going to put my face out here and I'm going to say it. I'm not going to link it anywhere, but I'm going to put it out here. Trauma and drama on the streets. Hey, K-Swan. How are you, love? You fell asleep and you're here now. Well, you're here just in time, Hawkeyes, because my mouth's fixing to start it going. Yeah, how do they not know? How do they have to know they're going to be caught with this kind of stuff. You can't have CSAM out there. Okay, we're going to take a turn, though. We're going to take a turn. I'm going to address what was been on the streets. I was messaged. Okay. Oh, Cindy, I have both rooms open. You can go in the other. You can go over into the other one. That's where everybody's at, Cindy. Go over in there. It's okay. I streamed on both because I wanted this part to be out there on both. because I'm not going to hide anything. Okay. So the live chat has been taken down. The live chat is not available. When you go look at the original 9-hour live that Lauren Matthias of Hidden True Crime did. When I originally seen it going aired, I, as a viewer of HTC, just as a case one, you're going to make me have a squirrel moment right in the middle of my speech. Are you okay? What happened? I'll finish this in a minute. This is just open chat. I'm just talking. There she is. Cindy's in the right room now. What happened, K-Swan? Are y'all okay? I mean, it's just kind of open. I'm just sitting here talking. I just wanted to address this. You're not typing fast enough, K-Swan. You need prayers. Okay, baby. We'll keep you in our prayers. Okay. As long as you're okay. You know, that's the main thing. Y'all are both okay? Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Oh, awful. It's scary. It's very scary. I've been in quite a few car accidents, so here we go. Hawkeye's giving you some. Cindy always. Yeah, we're here for you, love. We're here for you. And I hope everything, they hit you from behind. Yeah. And I've never been hit from behind. We were T-boned. So yeah. My little muffins that my daughter that comes in chat, she was in a coma for almost 10 days from an accident. So I totally feel you. That's why I'm saying, you know, it can be a very rough time. It can be very traumatic. So yeah, you've been scared. You were so scared. Yeah, it's very scary. Like I said, when we were T-boned, it's a traumatized, and you're in total shock for days after it. For days. See, Ava. Yeah, we're here for you, love. Yeah, if you need to talk, we're here. We're here. Oh my goodness. Are y'all in, either of y'all are in the hospital? Are y'all okay? You're not in the hospital, are you? Oh, sweetie, you are going to be for days. You are going to, your body's going to hurt. It's going to hurt worse tomorrow than it does today. I don't mean to sound like a Debbie Downer, but I've been there. Got home about an hour ago. Bless your heart, love. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Yeah. You're going to be okay. So insurance going to pay. I'm sure you probably haven't even gotten that far about insurance and your car and all that. You're thinking about yourself and other things. You don't even, you know, in that exact moment, you don't think about your car. What are you going to do now is, you know, all that. But, you know, cuts and bruises, ribs. My husband has back injuries. You know, just being on the same subject, Muffins and I, when she was here this weekend, we were talking about she has 2 little scars on her face. She has one on her cheek and she has one under her chin. She didn't even know she had the one under her chin. She was 5 years old when it happened. And she ended up having a plastic surgery because they didn't get the glass out of her face. And about a year later, all of a sudden you could feel it under the skin, under the surface of the skin. And we had to do plastic surgery on her face and stuff. And, you know, it was a lot. It was a lot. I remember we were just talking about that this past weekend while she was here. Not much left of your car. Well, I'm sure if it was the other person's fault and if you were hit from behind and everything, the insurance should take care of that. Yeah, what about the one that hit you? What happened? I'm in no rush. Don't think that you have to type faster. I'm just, like I said, we're chat, chill, hang out. I just had a few things I wanted to talk about. Nothing important. Just needed to have the community, you know, my friends, my chats, my little crime watchers. You'll be hanging. We're here for you. It's actually quiet in my house right now, which is amazing because earlier when I was trying to end the stream, the dogs went crazy barking. And I was trying to do my wrap up and they kept barking. I was like, y'all need to be quiet so I can finish doing my stream so I can go. Yep. We don't know about the person. She has injuries. She ran in the back of us at high speed. Yeah, it could be anything. It could be anything from, I won't even speculate. It could be anything. It could be anything. Absolutely anything. You know, that's sad. I'm real sorry to hear that. I'm real sorry to hear that, Case One. But we're here if you need to talk. Okay. You can be okay. I feel bad. I want to come give you a hug, girl. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. And I'm sure she appreciates that. Okay, so we're going to pivot. I'm going to go back to, okay, Lauren Matthias, Hidden True Crime. It's all over the YouTube streets. Whatever is going on with her. I don't know what all is going on. I mean, I know a lot. I've listened to everybody. I've been in all kinds of chat. I've heard things. But I need to explain something. I don't have to, but I'm going to. When she first started her live, the initial page cover said, I have a stalker, something else. I don't remember. I just remember seeing that it said, I have a stalker. And I thought, oh no, I've watched her true crime coverage. I don't know her personally. I don't watch her personally. I don't do that. I'm not, I don't know. I don't know her personally. Everything I've heard, she's a nice person, all that stuff. What I heard in the past, I don't know her personally. So I'm just going to address this as that. When I seen I have a stalker, when she first started her stream, I did type in her chat, I am sorry to hear this, or something to that effect. I'm sorry to hear this, or I hope you're okay, or something like that. Somebody sent me a message, want to know if I supported Lauren and all this stuff. Okay. I'm not about that. I don't care. She does what she wants to do. I really didn't want to get into it. I really wasn't going to address it. So that's why I just kind of left it as more. So whoever sees this stream, it's out there. I've always been about the victim, about supporting the victim in this. This has made me have a little bit different look on things, on using the word supporting. Because I think just like everybody out there that watches me found me somehow, I found hidden true crime somehow. I don't remember how. I just remember it being in my playlist and watching her videos during all the Daybell stuff, during all the Lori stuff. She was interesting. So with that, when I have a stalker, I'm sorry to hear this. I hope you're okay, or whatever I typed. I don't remember exactly what it was. After indulging and watching the live that went on and on and on, then I had to see more. And then I seen more. And then I seen more than more. And I was like, this is too much. This is too much. I don't care. This is high school drama. This is disgusting. This is I don't know how to put it other than I liked her content. I liked the way she did things. But then after all this, I unsubscribed. I wasn't even subscribed to her. I had to subscribe at that point, even to put that comment in the chat, because I was not subscribed to her. So, just to hear what y'all have to say before I play what I'm going to play. I've watched her first live and bits of the follow-up, and it's gotten too much for me. Way too much. In my opinion, she's looking for pity. I've listened from all sides lately. Okay. So the side that I want to put out is Kay Woodcock. I know that Crusha from, what is it? Difficult Research, I think is Crusha's webpage. She was struck by Lauren Matthias while Kay was up there speaking her truth. I was bothered by that. Queen Bee this evening, which I frequent over there every once in a while if I need a little taste of trauma, played part of that live from where Kay Woodcock spoke. And so what I want to do is I want to play that part of the live that is Kay speaking. I also follow Kay on X. I think she is a very interesting woman. So I'm going to this that is circling right now, which I'll probably have to pull it down and pull it back up throughout this to keep it playing over this live when it plays, is just a clip, just something I just scroll through my algorithm on my phone, just scrolled through it and took screenshots of all these people talking out. This is the one we're going to watch right here. Kay Woodcock speaks out. So I'm going to hit play on this, and we're going to listen to Kay Woodcock for just a minute. Let's see. Boost this, turn this down. And I will put this in here. This is the link. This is the live this comes from. This is Queen Bee. This is from her YouTube channel. I'm not playing her thing. I'm using the sound from it. And I will put this link in the description box for Queen Bee. Crusha is it's called difficult research with the cult word capitalized. She isn't she Kay's daughter? Kay Woodcock's daughter? Or niece? One or the two. Let me back this up just a second. Okay, so this is Kay. Just in case you are not aware, this lady on the right side of the screen is Kay Woodcock, and on the left is Lauren Matthias. Oh, you can't hear it? It's not playing? Oh, now you do. Okay. Huh. Okay, hold up. Let me see. Let me redo this screen here. Hang on. It might be because I have this up here. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see. Okay. Might help if I share the tab instead. Okay. We're going to play it this way.
Public. It's not everything I talk to Kresha about is public. Not everything I talk to my doctor about is public. Not everybody that I've talked to the person at the store that
Okay, can you hear it now?
I paid for my candy bar. That's not public. It's my private conversation with them. But if you get my drift, I don't know if I'm expressing that correctly or the best way possible. But anyway, let's fast forward to Lori's trial in Boise. And here, I mean, the stress.
You do it so perfect.
What?
It was some interrupted video thing.
Hello?
That was a mistake. By the
I did that on accident. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. I'm going to play this over. It's just, I'm going to mute the sound on it, okay?
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, so we spent time with John and Lauren and Banks, and we just, there, throughout all this, there was always, I got so much support from so many people on John and Lauren's channel, on Crash's channel, but I didn't go on Crash's channel very often because I couldn't understand what she was talking about. She was head down into her research, and she would talk to me about it, and I'd be like, what? I'm like, Crash, please, honey, I just can't take on any more information right now. I said, someday I'll be able to catch up with all this, and I just can't right now. And okay, Mom, okay. And so anyway, we did all the talk shows and all that mess. And all this time, we kept the spotlight on JJ and Tylee and Charles and Tammy and on Brandon. And somehow, and I don't know when it happened, but where did JJ and Tylee and Charles and Tammy go and Brandon go in Lauren's videos and on her channel? At what point is she using my names, using pictures of us and saying, oh, we're great friends with the Woodcocks, when she's trying to prove that she's got a good reputation? When I don't understand it. I don't understand what she's trying to prove, but all I know is anytime I put on one of these videos, that the 9-hour one I happened to stumble on one night, and I listened to 20 or 30 minutes of it maybe, and then I'm like, oh, this is just crap. I'm not listening to this. It was her crying about her being stalked, and I do know about the stalking. I do know a lot more than I let on. And Lauren wasn't stalked. She was doing it.
In your opinion.
In my opinion, she had a lot to do with it herself. In June of this year.
Did you just hear that? Kay Woodcock herself said Lauren was not stalked. Okay.
I would have to agree with Queen Bee on this. I would have to totally agree with Queen Bee on this. I don't feel Lauren was stalked. I think I'm going to just let Kay continue to speak her truth.
We had a conversation, Lauren and I said, yeah, I hear you trash talk us. I said, but you know what? I'm turning my head. But Lauren, I'm telling you right now, you need to keep your head down, keep your mouth shut, and work on your channel, and work and be with your family, and leave this alone. It will blow over. And I was very sure she understood what I said, and she obviously did not, because then it got even bigger. And then I've learned that her stalker, and I'm not going to use his name, but the stalker that she claimed was stalking her hadn't even posted a video on TikTok since September. And then just things that were not a part of all this. It's like puzzle pieces just getting put together. And I'm like, here, you are a damn fool, okay? You have been used. You have been exploited. And I've never liked that word. And for a long time, I didn't feel that way. I felt like we were getting our story out. We were making Charles and JJ and Tylee, we were bringing life to them
This woman's looking for justice for her brother and her grandchildren. That's all she was doing. And I really feel like Lauren took advantage of that. I really feel that way. This is my opinion, and my opinion only. Do your own research. Look up your own stuff. Listen, as I've showed y'all, there is dozens of channels out there reviewing this. I wasn't going to address it until my name was brought up because somebody seen me type in that live. And I was like, well, shit. So here I am. So continue, Kay, please. JJ and Tylee. JJ was actually Tylee's, JJ's, Kay is JJ's grandmother. Charles and JJ were sister and brother. When JJ was born, I won't go into the story. It's neither here nor there, but anyways, Lori Vallow and Charles Vallow adopted JJ. Charles was Kay's brother, is Kay's brother. So that's how, yes, step grandma to Tylee and grandma to JJ, correct. But she, yeah, you know, I know you just getting into all this true crime, like deep diving, ain't you? We overflowing you, Cindy. What was I saying? Yeah, right. And Charles being married, so they left her as well. You know, this woman has been through hell, and to think she had made friends with Lauren, and Lauren built that channel on Lori. That's when I started. I mean, I can tell you that's when I started following her, was all the Lori stuff. She had good information. Now I know where she got her information. I'm stunned by all this shit too. And you can type bad words in my chat.
Because we could talk about them. And Colby talking about Tylee more than we did. That was his sister. And I mean, you know, Colby's the biggest loser in all of this. He is, my God, I can't imagine being in Colby's shoes. But I am so.
And that's another one. When I started finding out truth about some of these people, you think, wow, I'm
incredibly proud of him, because he has landed in a good place. He's still got a ways to go. We all still have a ways to go, but he is headed in a very good direction, and he's doing so good. And I can't express how proud I am of him. But anyway, in the meantime, here we are, just Lauren's having a 9-hour meltdown on TV, where she was able to air videos and do commercials, and that just seems set up. That just seems very scripted, very disingenuous. I don't know. Convenient. Okay, thank you. And again, I didn't know till 2 days after that 9-hour live that it was 9 hours, and I was like, what? What do you mean? 9 as in NINE hours? I couldn't believe it. Janine told me. Yeah. And I'm like, Janine, did you sit there? You really listened for 9 hours?
I did.
And she said, well, yeah. And I was like, girl, you're a good woman, I can tell you, because there's nobody I don't think I could listen to for 9 hours.
But I learned a lot. Like I was interacting with chat. I was getting out my own feelings, you know, and how it looked, because I wasn't really paying attention. I never really do. I never absorb things immediately.
I know.
Whenever I get off here, I got to go and process everything still.
You get it from me.
Yeah, it sucks. The fog brain, you know, but it's not immediate. And that's why I don't react immediately. I'm not a knee jerker anymore. I used to be, but I just remember in my feelings, because that's what she was targeting, and she succeeded, in my opinion, in my case, like in my experience, and I let her.
They were vulnerable people at this time. When all this stuff was happening and these trials and everything, I imagine if it was me, I would be very vulnerable to speak to somebody that was willing to listen to me and my story. I have to watch what I say because there's a story I want to tell, but I'm not ready to tell it yet. Guys, thank you, hon. You have a shoot, you have a snap, you have a shoot. You have something. Cindy has something. Cindy has a snap shoot. She has what do I say? A Snoopy, what did I say earlier? Oh, you renewed your gifted membership. Oh, thank you. But I mean, these people were very vulnerable in this moment. And that is a lot to do with a lot of the things that have happened on YouTube that I've seen recently. Some of the missing, things like that. I don't want to get too deep into that because that's a whole nother live. Thank you, Hawkeyes. I appreciate you. Lauren is still LDS and John is not. That's interesting. Very interesting.
And I was trying at that time to just let bygones be bygones, because 6 years, it's been 6 damn years. And obviously I'm the only one with a effing problem. I mean, I know there's others and I knew that, but they were all gone. It was just like, okay, well, I mean, it must be me. Maybe I'm just finding some flaw in her, and I've already forgotten a lot of the things that happened in 2021,
Exactly.
when her and Lori Hellis, but I do have a human receipt for that sitting backstage too. And for, when it's time for that, and she's the other side of the story, and it's Awen Reese, and she's here, and I'm glad because there's 3 sides to every story, not just because there's 3 people that were involved in that, or that I'll be mainly focused on, but there's 3 sides to every story, period. There's his side, her side, and then the truth.
Exactly.
And I know people can be biased, but some people can be just downright in denial.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I try very hard not to be biased. Like I said, when I first heard about this, like I said, it was just the blurb on the screen of I'm being stalked or I have a stalker. And I was like, oh, how awful for this person. Me being the compassionate person that I have always been, my first, it was heart-wrenching. It was like, oh my gosh. And you know what? Here, you want to know, even throw out the even more truth? I contacted Hio. I was like, oh, do you see what's going on? Oh my gosh, I hope she's okay. And then as I sat and watched it further, I'm thinking, what? Excuse me? What? Wait a minute. And then everybody in the chat talking about boycotting law and crime. And I'm thinking, well, isn't that their job? She does her job. Her job is to report on all this. And she has her channel and she goes through. She has her. What does she think law and crime's job was? I mean, yes, Crusha is herself. She is her own person. Lauren talked about it on her interview with John Dillon. See, and I've never watched any of that stuff. So this is all, again, this would be all interesting, a whole nother rabbit hole for me to fall down.
believe. And I mean, I don't even try to pretend to worship anybody. No human, you know, I'm just like, I don't worship anybody. I appreciate their work and what they contributed, whatever it is, however we run and cross paths. But I never am like, oh my God, I just can't let go of this person. You know, that is freaking me out all over the web and all over the world. You know, I mean, it happens all the time. Politicians and celebrities, and I'm just like, what are you doing? What's going on here? You know, I prefer truth and reality versus I can't freaking delusion. There you go. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna give it back to you, and you're doing great. I mean, I'm glad.
Well, I mean, look, I love Lauren. I mean, but I'm very hurt by her. I think
Exactly with this. The case was over. She had good info at that time. She had good knowledge of the case at hand. And me as a true crime enthusiast, I mean, I'm going to the place that's going to give me the most in-depth, on the spot reporting. And even with that, I knew she had contact with family, and that even gave me the feeling of she has more insight than any of these other ones because she has that contact with the family. So that was my thought. Right. She was never my favorite, but she gave good information. She had the news at that time. Exactly. You left John Dalen, but his interviews run 3 to 5 hours. Oh, I don't want Cindy, my court ran 6 hours tonight. My court ran, girl, I was so tired. I was like trying to get out of the chair. My legs were falling asleep. That was 6 hours tonight. That was long. I don't normally go over 4 or 5. That killed me tonight. I'm going to back this up just a second.
she needs.
Because this is just where she starts talking and says this about Lauren.
Back to you, and you're doing great. I mean, I'm glad.
Well, I mean, look, I love Lauren. I mean, but I'm very hurt by her. I think she needs to be humbled. She needs to back up, and she needs to do just what I told her to do back in June.
Preach, Kay. Preach.
Let this crap blow over. Quit bringing it up. She made it bigger herself. It wasn't the stalker that did it, and she wasn't really being stalked. An ugly.
There you go. Coming from Kay Woodcock herself. She wasn't even being stalked. What are you talking? And what did she went and did a 9-hour live? She thought that was going to make it better? Who? And she's going to show videos of her laying there rocking in the bed crying. What? Excuse me? I was almost to a traumatized point watching her go through that video.
Text or whatever on TikTok or whatever, that's not being stalked. You want to know what's being stalked? People sending you shit saying you need to pay Donna Serafina $20,000 because she solved.
Don't you give me a no Donna Serafina
the case. That's being
Oh
stalked.
yeah. Okay.
And I got
Forgot
plenty of
about that one.
those. Oh
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah. And then and by the way, if anybody knows Donna Serafina, no, we did not pay her $20,000 because law enforcement said they don't even know who she was. They don't know what. Don't be there paying anybody
Not how
money.
If you are not aware, Donna Serafina has a YouTube channel. You're more than welcome to look her up, but I will not be dropping that link in my chat.
And what I tell y'all yesterday, Donna Serafina, in my opinion, is a fraud. She is a fraud.
Go Queen Bee. See, I should have just let it play. I didn't even have to say nothing, did I? Look, we on the same page with this one.
Using these families for their tragedies. It's sickening. Absolutely. Kay is so respectful. And I really hope people are paying attention to this. And anybody's welcome to use it. I was hoping to get done for Toasty so that she was able to use it as well. So we'll keep going. I am in shock. medium that claimed Smith did that. I like it.
I mean, I appreciate her. I appreciate what she did, but I also despise what she did because she caused stress. You know,
she caused a lot of stress and putting out on her, just going out on some channel. I forget who it was. Anyway, and there were like 50,000 people watching. It was New Year's Day or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, look at this crap she's saying about me.
Threatening to release our personal phone calls.
Listen, her dog died. Her bills weren't paid for 3 or 4 months because she was working all on this case. And I'm like, well, that's not our fault. That was her that chose to do what she did. And her dog obviously got sick. I'm sorry about that. But it's not my fault. It's not our fault. I only know.
I would love to go back and find that. Just to see. I'm not going to. But isn't that interesting? I just find that so interesting that there was a live on a New Year's Eve, New Year's Day a year ago where she was blubbering about her dog, and she wasn't there because she was there with them. And ma'am, if you and the other priorities, her talking about her mom being on hospice and all this, and she's over here laid up in a hotel room booing hooing on a live for 9 hours. I'm sorry, no. And you couldn't be there for your brother while he was on his deathbed, as you kept saying, because you had to be at trial. No, there's priorities. It's family first. It's family first. We have priority. I have priorities in my house. I don't. Yeah, that's what she was just saying. And that she here, I'll back it up just a little bit. That Lauren went and did a live boo-hooing about her dog and stuff, dying and stuff, because she couldn't be there because she was busy at that's all I'm saying too. Listen to Kay real quick.
Because she was working.
Yeah.
This crap she's saying about me.
Threatening to release our personal phone calls.
Listen, her dog died. Her bills weren't paid for 3 or 4 months because she was working all on this case. And I'm like, well, that's not our fault. That was her that chose to do what she did. And her dog obviously got sick. I'm sorry about that. But it's not my fault. It's not our fault. I only know to go by what law enforcement was telling me. And if she has a problem with that, then she needs to bring it up to law enforcement. I'll give her $20,000 if they back up what they said, what she said.
Right. It was already put up.
But no,
and it was a certain amount, right? That the police advised you to put up, right?
Right.
Well, a lot of people have misunderstandings about that.
I said, I asked the FBI, I said, I don't know how much to put up. I have no clue. I'm like, how much do y'all put up? And they said, we cannot advise you on this, but what we can say is we put up $20,000 normally. And I said, okay, then that'll work for me. They didn't advise me, but I heard that $20,000 number and it sounded good to me because I didn't know. I've never done that before. I've never put up a reward for anything before, much less 2 kids.
Right. Why would she have to? That probably been nothing. That never crossed her mind that she would have to put up reward money to help find 2 missing children.
So all this was a first. All this is a first. This is a first what I'm doing right now. All this is a first. I've never been a victim like this before. I was thrown into hello, Allie, how are you? I see her. That Allie, she waited on Larry and I in Boise at Ruth's Chris there downtown. She waited on us all the time. No, that's not Allie. Okay, never mind. I'm confused. Anyway. That's Natalie Stewart.
She was talking about somebody that she's seen in chat. It wasn't who she thought she was.
Anyhow,
oh my God, I'm like, what?
I'm sorry.
I'm muted. No, I'm muted.
I saw it on the screen, and I went off totally. So sorry.
That's okay.
But I mean, I had never done that before. I've never done any of this before. I've never been thrust in the spotlight before, ever. I've always been one who is fine to be in a room and be the wallpaper. That's me. Larry's the one.
That's the best line. Stop. I'll be in the room and be the wallpaper. I love it.
Been thrust in the spotlight before, ever. I've always been one who is fine to be in a room and be the wallpaper. That's me. Larry's the one who's the one in the center of the room talking to everybody. Okay, that's Larry. I'm the one up the wallpaper, and we're thrown into all this, and
Just wait a few
it's
minutes,
sink or
y'all.
swim, people. And we had a message to get out, and that was to help us find JJ and Tylee. And all the while, I'm dealing with the death of my big brother, my brother, whom I was very close to. And I never even had time. And then we were selling our company at that time. And that was a 6-month ordeal. And I mean, it was like, holy shit, how much can a person take?
Oh, don't ask that question. That's a
I
rhetorical
know,
question.
I know.
I mean, she was dealing with so much. She was dealing with so much at that time. And to entrust her thoughts and her deepest memories and pictures and stuff like that with this woman, Lauren Matthias. And look at where she's at now. Look at the position that she's in now. See how, Kay has to be, she's got to be angry. She's got to be hurt. She's got all these emotions she's having to deal with, in my opinion. And that's why I really wanted to play this part of the live earlier from Queen Bees, because if even me being a small channel, if I can put Kay's voice out there, I'm going to do it. With that, I'm going to let this play. I'm going to go make Mom a bowl of cereal. I'll be right back.
Like the universe is like, here you go.
And
but y'all were
never say
broke,
you're
right?
bored.
Y'all were broke and bums, right? Before $1
Oh
million,
God,
right?
no, we were far from it, and we were doing
Exactly.
just fine. So whenever we buy a new car, we have our own money, and
Exactly.
everybody
For
thinks,
whatever
oh,
reason.
they're just pissing it off because they can. No, I don't piss money off. I don't. It's against my
She
DNA.
don't. She don't.
So anyway,
Very
but I mean,
frugal.
we've been accused of many things, and it's like, whatever. You know what? I don't even know you, and what you think of me doesn't even matter, because I just don't care. I can't care what everybody thinks. But I've had to really grow a thick skin. I've had to live 6 years of pure hell, and not go. I remember when this started, when they found the kids, and then talking to the prosecutor about all that, and how long is this going to take, and well, it can be 5+ years. And I'm like, oh, 5 years? No way. Oh no, ours isn't going to take that long. No. Well, it did. But we lived through it. And it was hell. And it was you just get, like, after Lori's trial in Boise, you start getting it took 3 months normally after Lori's trial before I felt human again. It just totally, I can't tell you how it just wipes you out emotionally, physically. I just did what I had to do. I went through the motions of life because I had to. I had to do certain things. And then Chad's trial starts coming, and that was in March or April of 24. And so 2 months before his trial, I started feeling, oh, it's coming. And now I've got all these worries, and where are we staying, and what are we doing? And thank God we had a place that we stayed in again, the same place we stayed at for Lori's trial. And it was a very good deal for what we could do without renting a whole apartment for 6 months or something. But anyway, ready for the trial, a couple of months, the actual trial, and then testifying, and then that was, oh my God, I've never been one to want spotlight on me at all. I've never been in front of a court, in front of a judge. Oh wait, I take it back. I did one time in Las Vegas, but that was a different deal. And but nobody was there, just the judge and anyway, just a handful of people. home and it couldn't be me. So he's like, I got this. So Larry, my rock, is home with Ellie and Ashlyn, our 19-year-old granddaughter, but she's pretty much on her own. She comes and goes and unloads the dishwasher when she needs to. And she does her jobs around here. But so I'm over there by myself.
Right. Not only does I think she's making it worse every day, and then when I ended up having to make mom coffee too while I was up, so it took a little long. Well, I'm cold in here tonight. It took a little longer than I expected. After I'd seen when they had made the comment at the end of the live or whatever that they would put out more info on Patreon, and then I seen the Patreon thing of her and John over there giggling about the quote stalker, which they use that word. Anyways, saying in that little thing behind the Patreon paywall that they're going to have to get a higher tier or whatever. Sorry, my words are not coming. Pay for the higher tier in order to get all the text messages and more of the tea. Well, bitch, please. Why even act that way? You going to bed, Ava? You going to bed, love? Good night. Yeah, you know me, Hawkeyes. It's family first. You were listening. I know. I knew y'all would be. I just had to just jump over there and do that for mom real quick. She doesn't ask for much. So when she does, I don't make her wait too long. She forgets after a few minutes. It's dementia, by the way. Bless her heart. The sundowning's a bitch. It's hard some nights in my house. Anyways, good night, Ava. You have a blessed night, sweetie. Okay.
So this says that
She compared when I saw she compared herself to Charles because nobody's listening to her. I call bullshit. That was so disrespectful. It was unconscionable.
Okay, did y'all hear that?
But there were a couple of things that really broke the camel's back here. And when I heard when I saw she compared herself to Charles because nobody's listening to her, I call bullshit. That was so disrespectful. It was unconscionable. It was so wrong. Don't claim to be.
Yes. And if you missed part of that, in that live that she did of her sitting there rocking and crying in the bed, she made the comment that she was feeling like she was being treated like Charles Vallow because nobody was listening to her. Ma'am, no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Listening to her? One of the things that really broke the camel's back here. And when I heard when I saw she compared herself to Charles because nobody's listening to her, I call bullshit. That was so disrespectful. It was unconscionable. It was so wrong. Don't claim to be there for the victims when you're claiming to be a victim yourself and using a victim as you're comparing yourself as being a victim. My brother, come on. What the hell? Think about it. Where do you get off doing that? No, I call bullshit. That was it. Then I'm going to mention Tylee. That's really Colby's gripe, but I can tell you from an aunt standpoint, that was the same thing. You are not outspoken. You don't even know Tylee. How can you? No, it doesn't. No, you shouldn't say a word. And then let's throw in Charlie Kirk in the mix. I didn't know him, but and I know you probably didn't know him, but still, there you go. There's another one. Just stop. If you're really there for the victims, like us, like you say you are, like Lauren pretended to be, and then she'd walk around us and trash talk us. And I do know that. And I do know it wasn't AI. I know it was real. And she can talk all around it for days. And I don't care. I don't care. But I know the truth. I think, and John, good Lord, John, I worry about you. I worry about Banks. I am concerned about you and Banks. John, you can call me tomorrow. You can call me anytime, but I want to talk to you alone, me and Larry and you, because we need to talk, and I can explain this a lot better. Anyway, John knows. I'll tell it how it is, because he knows that's how I am.
And that's what I love about her. She gonna tell it like it is, because that's how she is. You let John call her. Let him call her. I bet you she will chew his ass, and she will tell him exactly how the cow ate the cabbage. She gonna tell him what she thinks about it all, and that Lauren needs to put herself in check. And why hasn't he put her in check?
The other part of this was when Lauren started attacking Gigi. Holy crap, that was a red flag. Like, woohoo, I'm messed up over here. I'm attacking Gigi. Gigi is as genuine as they come. She is as good-hearted as an angel.
I have a little bitty peeve with what she's saying right now, and that's just me. This is just me. I don't know Gigi from a hole in the wall or from Adam. But at one point, Kay, you felt this way about Lauren. So be careful. Be careful. Gigi may be a wonderful, awesome person. I don't know. Behind the scenes, just watching a YouTube channel, I thought Lauren was too.
I'm messed up over here. I'm attacking Gigi. Gigi is as genuine as they come. She is as good-hearted as an angel. She's not perfect. She's had tough times in life, just like we all have. I've talked about people here and there, but I don't make a habit of it. And I used to do it more, but I've learned over the years, shut up.
I don't either.
Shut your mouth. You can think what you want to think, but it's not up to you to be talking about it. It's not up to you to judge these people.
I don't either. I don't know. I'm just saying, that just be cautious, be cautious.
So just shut up and keep it to yourself. And so I do for the most part, unless, it's like maybe me and Larry, then I'll say something, but but I'm real, I'm human. So I just hate to see this hard work go down. The one committing, as I say, committing, not that word. She's the one that is hurting the channel the most. She's the one that needs to be the professional journalist. She is being anything but a professional journalist right now. She can be not professional in front of me and Larry when we're right there in front of them and we're talking and stuff, and she can, and that's human. But when we leave and you're talking trash about us, I mean, oh my God, come on. That just, and you say you're there for the victim? No, you're not. We're just another person you're talking about and trash talking, because it makes you feel good.
So these are text messages. This is what Lauren writes. To correct myself, I don't just roll my eyes at Kresha. I find her actions despicable and destructive. I think I can handle it more because her brain doesn't seem to comprehend anything comprehensive. Jordan and McKay know better. Mormon stories made Jordan and Kay. J and K. Yet they steal their slides, the entire show, and call it theirs without shame.
Because you obviously don't feel good about yourself. People that put other people down, put everybody down, they don't feel good about themselves. That's just John, you know that. That's a psychological thing, and you see that. But anyway, I need to be careful. Anyway, I don't know. I'm sure I have a lot more to say, but I think that'll get, for the most part, that gets everything off my chest. And I'm just glad to get that off of me. I wanted to speak about Annie Cushing for a while.
Okay. Not going to go into all that. She got what she wanted to stay out. I think that was the important part. Hang on just 1 second. As always, yeah, it breaks your hearts because we were subscribers and because we were subscribers supporting a good cause, the victims. And that's the thing that gets me interested in these cases, is because I the victims and I don't want to be their voice, but I want to be a voice of reason to everybody and let them know the situation, facts only. It's a lot. It's a lot. So they are creators out there. See, I don't even know who they are. No clue. No clue. And I don't think I'm ready to go down that rabbit hole tonight. So we're going to end with one of my faves. Right. Let them know there's, and that was me with Kay is she doesn't know me from Adam. I do follow her on Twitter or X or whatever it's called now, but I have a small channel, but I think every little voice that will help put Kay's voice out there at this point is important. Oh, they're former LDS. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go out with this. They have all been picked up for daycare. Sorry, not daycare, the dog park. They've been all picked up for the dog park. They're going to the dog park. So we're going to watch them. This is when they're going to the dog park and then when they come out of the dog park. Look how tired they all are. Look at them. They's all pooped out. Look, y'all, and look, y'all see these speakers? I wonder what they play on these speakers. What y'all think they play on these speakers? They all poop. They all tired. Mine are up front playing. They're up in the bar area playing. They're out there having a blast. They're being themselves right now. But as soon as I get off, I know they're going to be right up in my lap. So I'm going to let this play out. Look, some of them got their heads hanging out the window. I want to know what they play on those speakers. Who let the dogs out? Who? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know I done went rubbery on you. With that, we're going to go. I want you all to have a great rest of your evening. I will be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We will be on day 3 of Florida versus Alicia Andrews, the Julio trial. I don't know. I heard day 3 went off the rails too, but this whole trial's been off the rails. So with that, I want y'all to have a blessed night. Go outside, watch some stars because it is nighttime. Watch some clouds roll by because I know we got them here. The weather is crappy. I want y'all to have a great night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Life's a ride on a rickety track.